South Africa has long been plagued with unique challenges to the socio-economic development of its people. Poverty, unemployment, hunger and malnutrition, struggling communities, inequality. DRD Gold set out to actively engage with their host communities and to work towards sustainable solutions to these overwhelming challenges.
We needed to find a program that was a good fit for both the company and also for the communities living around our company, who are amongst the poorest of the poor. And with long-term sustainability beyond the life of our operations in mind, we think that the BBL is the perfect fit for that, because we can reach literally thousands of people with limited resources. We can capacitate them with knowledge. They can earn into the infrastructure required for this program, and in a very short period of time, they can become self-sustainable.
DRD is committed to the communities because it believes it cannot operate as an island in a sea of poverty. As long as there's poverty within the community surrounding our operations, we will be committed to making a meaningful impact in uplifting those communities.
DRD Gold, working with Umsizi Sustainable Social Solutions and Socio-Technical Interfacing, implemented the BBL program to uplift the local economy of the host communities. The BBL, or Broad-Based Livelihoods Program, empowers its participants to sustain themselves and develop sustainable livelihoods, which expand into fully fledged local enterprises, right where this is urgently needed, in households at the bottom of the economic pyramid.
Well, we initially set out to achieve an uptake of about 250 families. And I've lost count, but I do believe that it's more than 3,000 families that have taken up BBL. I'm also really pleased that the BBL program has now been expanded. It's not just agriculture now, it's also life skills and business skills and so forth. And I think it can be further expanded. So its success is way beyond what we initially anticipated, what we had hoped for, which suggests that it's a good program. People intuitively take to the program. Hopefully it'll be an enabler for the next generation to leave this sort of life behind, to leave poverty and hopelessness behind and take the next step and the next step and the next step.
The BBL was launched in 2016 in Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Municipality, producing significant socio-economic developmental results in communities such as Tsakane, Langleville and Guatema. Even as the BBL expanded in the EMM region, DRD Gold confidently launched the BBL in the city of Johannesburg, Region C and D, Soweto. The most recent BBL launch was in Merafong. Here too, the BBL has gained traction as more and more residents have seen the outcomes and eagerly started to participate in the BBL. DRD Gold originally aimed to empower 250 participants. To date, there have been over 3,300 participants impacted by the program. Over 230 households are earning income from applying the principles of the BBL, thereby uplifting the local economy in their communities. The program identifies those who are excelling in the principles and earmarks them for assistance with building of greenhouse tunnel infrastructure. To date, over 420 such tunnels have been erected. And still the program continues to expand, with hundreds of participants involved in active, ongoing monitoring and mentorship processes. Even as the BBL expanded, further economic challenges worsened the outlook for economic development across the nation. In 2019, following the credit downgrade, unemployment hit 23% and the need for solutions grew. But nothing could prepare us for the onset of the international pandemic. The national lockdown, while necessary to support the health and safety of our people, has unfortunately placed the livelihoods of many in jeopardy. Thousands of distressed residents have had no source of income, no food, and no prospects. However, the BBL proved to be the perfect vehicle for maintaining the economic resilience for participating households. Participants in the BBL have managed not only to sustain themselves, but even to expand production over this time of the lockdown. When the national lockdown hit, Mentoring and facilitation continued unhampered via remote channels, and production has continued to thrive. Our BBL participants even had a surplus, which they were able to share with neighbors in need. But what about the broader communities affected by the lockdown? DRD Gold committed to assist those in dire need of urgent food aid. Hence, the MSE initiative. In partnership with Umsizi STI and the NPO Impopomo Rushing Waters, DRD Gold rallied food support for thousands of households. In the few short months since lockdown began, the ongoing initiative has provided vital food parcel support to over 6,000 community households. The much-needed relief has been gratefully taken up by the beneficiaries. However, this is only a stopgap measure. In the face of economic upheaval like nothing previously experienced, is there any way to rebuild from here? Is there any means available to provide economic resilience, provide a source of income for those who are left without employment, feed the hungry, create livelihoods which can expand and grow even during future economic downswings? Is there any hope for our residents? Yes, there is. The BBL is more relevant now than ever before. In the latest phase of the MSC initiative, the most vulnerable households are being transitioned into the BBL program. The program has the potential to empower those in the greatest need to move towards sustainable generation of income.
Mina uhlelweni wokulima ngizathi ingisizi kakhulu i-lockdown ngoba benginobhatata lapha outside mara se uphelile. And then nama-peanuts siyaphelile, insimi yami yonke le beginama-peanuts aphelile because abantu njengoba bahleli nje besibabalekela lakini.
Na-supply labantu-ke abathengayo abantu abadayisayo bathenga kimi.
We are going to produce high quality vegetables from now, you see. And then now as we produce those vegetables, we'll be no more having the problem of prices going up or any hunger that is coming within, because now we'll be eating our own food.
We asked our neighbor to use his yard to plant. And even then, we couldn't, the place was too small. So we had to move from our neighbor's yard to come here as well.
Because we have orders. The orders are just coming through, so at least we don't struggle with access to market. We do have access to market.
The BBL and MSC are paving the way for broad-based revival and growth of local communities and economies. This is real hope and dignity being restored through business and communities partnering together. They are encouraged to impart this to others by training their family, neighbors, and others in the community.
We call it Pinda Pinda, whereby you are teaching your friend, you are teaching your neighbors, or you are teaching any determined person who wants to join in the program.
We are teaching them that you can survive through nature, because they can see that we are making money, we are surviving, and we are also helping other people because they get the best of the best vegetables straight from the garden.
Just like a human body needs life through the circulation of blood, so money which would have left the community now recirculates, thereby enabling life and growth in local communities. As local people grow in their productive livelihood activities and business, they are able to sell to markets in other areas, thereby bringing in even more money into that local area.
It is a truly successful program, I believe, pitched at exactly the right level, at exactly the right people, communities, and we believe that the network that's been established here will have an enduring effect and could also form the basis for the next level of our social investment of truly mobilizing the informal economy and leveraging the network of those who already participate in contributing towards establishing sustainable communities.
With not many formal economic and job opportunities available in the post-COVID-19 era, the BBL provides real opportunities for people to generate self-employment and income generation activities through greater resilience and livelihood options.
ubuhle kusho ukuthi nayo impilo manje kungako ngithi no inkosi kakhulu ngibonge ngiswele nemlomo enkulungwane ukubonga yebo ngibonge kakhulu ngisizile
o ke lebula thata ka mokgwa ke lebuleng thata sizwe le nthusitse thata obane ntho e ke ba rekileng gagolo ke lebile thata gagolo ntho e ke yentseng ka taba problem ntlo o ke lebile thata
ha go thuto ha e tsofallwe yena ne ke qala o e bona yo ngudileng ke tsofetse ke le mokane ke a leboa o ba rute jwalo o ske wa fela pele thank you ntate thank you
batho ha ba kopane e le ngatana e le nngwe ba etsa letsema ke mo ho tla kgona ho sebetseng ka hore ha re ntse re tletse ditrata mona ha ona ntwe e botoka e ka etsahalang kopano ke matla yeah coming together is power.
You as young people, as long nilele ayikho into ezoyenzeka ningabantu abancane vukani nisizaneni ningabantwana.
The MSc and BBL programs will continue the process of creating this desired future. Household by household, community by community, region by region.